Quitting your job without a plan, it's not going to solve your issues. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 reasons you should consider before you quit your job. Is it a good reason, or are you just about to make the worst mistake of your life? If you want to know about this, then stick with me in this video to the end. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Let's go.
My name is Ogbe Edward Monoyo. Please consider liking this video and subscribe to this channel if you like anything about telling medical stories and productivity videos in general. Okay, straight to the video. On this channel, actually, for a couple of videos now, we have been talking about non-clinical ways to make money as a doctor. We've been talking about probably leaving your medical career to do something else. And as this conversation evolves and I talk with you guys, come close, and I get to interact with everyone here in this channel, your emails, your messages. Someone actually did send me this particular post on Instagram by Brian and Gab. I think it's going to be on the screen, and I just found that the information that they give is just amazing. And I just want to talk briefly about them, that whether you have a job that you're doing right now, or you're a doctor, you're considering making a transition from clinical practice to non-clinical practice, I think that these points will actually be very important to consider. Number one, Brian Gab says, get clear on what you want. Now, what you want is nothing vague. I want the best life. I want to make a lot of money. I want to build my dream house. Now, that is what everybody wants. That is not being clear on what you want. Make sure that it is very detailed, like where you should have an idea of what you're going to do next, right? You should have the idea on who's going to help you do that. You should have the idea on about the skills that is required. You should have an idea on the time it will take to make that dream you want to come through. Many times, quitting your former job just into thin air or into something new, you may find out that thing may not work as fast as you think that it will. So you must, number one, have a clear plan of what you want. Number two, I think I basically have said it alongside with number one from what they say, is that get clear on your next steps. So this, after this, after this, after this, I'm going to put up an Instagram post that I made here, that no matter how much you get clear on your steps written, there's something about life that when you translate what you write and into actions, sometimes there are little adjustments here and there because of life. And maybe sometimes you may plan 2 months, but when you go on, it may take you like 2 years or 2 months, but just have a step-by-step plan on what you have to do, realistic plans, and also be open to the fact that this may take you longer and longer than you expected. And if it's still something you want, even after you've considered the difficulties, then you can actually go for it. Number 3, save up 12 months worth of expenses. Now, I think that's just at least. So why chasing your goals, chasing your passion, chasing the things that makes you happy and the things that makes you, who you think you are and gives you your authentic sense of, purpose. Make sure that you have the finances just there in place. Just basic things like, your housing, your the food that you're going to eat, your moving expenses. Also, you should, if you can as well, you should have emergency funds just in case something that you plan for crops up. All right. Next, they say, be ready to sacrifice short-term gratification. I think that's just straight to the point. So you know that you're working on your goals. There's some things that other people may not be able to afford, and at this time, you may be able to pay for them, I think I missed it over there. Some things that people can afford that you cannot afford at this time, not because you have the money, but because, quitting that which is comfortable to you to a place of not being so comfortable, then you will have to learn to make that adjustment. Next, and which is a final point that they say here, is that get comfortable being uncomfortable. I can tell you specifically, I'm someone who have taken a very bold step in life to actually pursue what I think that makes me, I believe it makes me, I'm somebody actually who has actually taken the bold step to pursue what I believe that God is calling me on the inside to do. I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, I believe in purpose and in the calling of God for my life. So I can tell you that at the beginning, everything is going to be uncomfortable and everything is just not going to be like boom, 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 because you think that's what you can do or that's what God is leading you. If you're a Christian, at the end of the day, chasing your purpose is not a guarantee that you're going to skip the process and the pain. I feel like, as a matter of fact, if you actually do face your purpose, that is where the most of the battle will be, because that will be that you're serving your full essence. You're working hard at becoming that which you have been created to be. So it's not an easy part to just do what you think you love or what God is calling you to do, but make sure that you do this with enough wisdom. Quitting, like they said, your job or the things that you do right now without a plan won't solve your problem. So maybe some of us, we don't have the need to quit our jobs. I always tell people that you can create 2 or 3 hours in a day to work on what makes you think. I think that's the best idea. While you're still medicine practicing, you can allocate 1 hour, 30 minutes or 2 hours a day to create what you really love. Or this job you don't like, take 1 hour a day out of office hours to work on your goal, your small business. Keep working on it little by little with that small time, and you see that eventually what you love will eventually grow big enough that probably this that you don't love will not be needed anymore. But if you feel like, shoot, I need all the space to build my business or my plan, it's okay. For some people, it has worked like that, and who am I to stop you not to do that? And if you have that calling from within that this is what you're supposed to do, then just take a very good look at these 5 steps and ensure that you go through it at much more detailed points as well. And I wish you the best. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you like this content, then smash the like button. It actually helps the video to really do well on YouTube. We're on our way to 2K subscribers. Please subscribe. Thank you from everyone who is here. Thank you so much for listening and watching always. And until my next video, I want you to watch this video right here. It was a video by Dr. Owolabi, and I was saying how we can be successful in 2022. If you don't want to be successful in 2022, I think you want to go over to this video, and I'll see you there. He will see you there. Bye-bye.